everyone, this is Kai from CGTN, and we're coming to you live in Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region in North China. And a coal mine collapse happened here yesterday at around 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, and it's a little over 24 hours after that incident happened. So we can see just next to me there are all sorts of excavators and loaders. They're all parking here, and they're here, and they should be going all the way down to the location where the site of the collapse happened. But you know, there are occasional landslides that happened since the accident, so it means that if they go down there, they'll be exposed to dangers, and their work, of course, faces a lot of uncertainties and difficulties. So we can see now it's 7:30 o'clock local time. The sun went down. It's kind of quiet. We don't see a lot of people, and in spite of the rescuers, the rescue crews, they're still preparing themselves for the next round of rescue missions. We can see all the emergency vehicles, the red vehicles. There's not much lighting. So we chose this location to do our live streaming because they have emergency lighting erected yesterday. And this is about the place we can actually show you guys. And as the location where the collapse happened is a coal mine, as I said, it means that, you know, it's really muddy, and we have to wear masks to do the live streaming. And we can see right over here, rescue workers already erected tents, and they also shipped food, blankets, and all sorts of emergency materials to the location. With people still trapped in the mine, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night ahead. So as we go further this way, we see different trucks, like they're all loaders. They should be going down to the ground zero once they are required, once they're needed to remove some of the earthwork. So we learned that there were both people and vehicles buried under the debris, which is operated by Xinjiang Coal Mining Company. And authorities actually held a press conference on Thursday at the rescue headquarters for the collapse. That there are currently 19 rescue teams and over 900 rescuers on the scene, and more than 200 rescue equipment vehicles of various types of vehicles participated as well. So at this site, more than a dozen of thermal imagers and life detectors, all sorts of life detecting equipment and rescue equipments you can think of. They were equipped to detect vital signs, and rescue crews are trying their best to find those remain missing. As we've been told, authorities deployed 18 loaders, 33 excavators, and over 100 transport vehicles to carry out work as clearing and transportation collapsed. Earthwork and expanding the work surface. They also mobilized slope radar because as I said, yesterday at around 6 o'clock, about 5 hours after the accident happened, there were occasional landslides that happened. It's kind of dangerous for the rescue crews. So they had to suspend the rescue missions on Wednesday night. And until today, we flew all the way from Beijing to Inner Mongolia. We got here with, through the journey, we've been monitoring the situation here, and when we got here, we can still see that there are on and off landslides at the location. So it just gives you a sense of how much danger and difficulties they have to face when they carry out rescue missions. Now they're still here, they're still talking to each other, perhaps about their next rescue plans. I've been told it's getting much colder today than Wednesday. And all those lightings, emergency lightings we see, they've been erected yesterday. So Chinese President Xi Jinping on Wednesday already demanded all-out efforts in search and rescue of the missing and treatment of the injured. And Premier Li Keqiang also ordered a quick investigation into the cause of the accident. So again, we learned that both people and vehicles were buried under the mine. Authorities said that over 900 rescuers were dispatched, and right here, right now, they're on the scene, and more than 200 rescue equipment vehicles of various types participated as well. There are also dozens of medical personnel that were dispatched to the scene. Now six of the people that have been found were wounded, were sent to the hospital for treatment, and still about 50 of them are still remaining unaccounted for. So this is about some of the places with emergency lighting that I can show you. There's actually not much to see in the evening compared with morning. But still, we can see that rescue crews, they're trying to work out plans for their next rescue missions. And the fact that around 50 people still missing, still unaccounted for, means it's going to be a long night for them. It's going to be more than one sleepless nights, both for rescue crews and for the families of those who are still missing. It's a tragic accident, undoubtedly. But here, standing in front of all those rescue crews, we see hope as they're here digging for hope. We're here searching for pretty much the same thing. Now it's still a little over 24 hours, a little over a day after the accident happened, which means we still got time. But it's running away fast, so we have to race against the time to rescue those who are still missing. And tonight is a key night. As it happened, yesterday is the first night for them to carry out rescue missions. And today, after all those potential landslides, they still have to expose themselves to dangers and uncertainties. They have to go down there. We can't show you clearly the location of the collapse because in the evening there were no lighting down there. All we can show is the vehicles here, the emergencies vehicles, the tents, excavators, loaders, and those rescue crews here. Over 900 of rescue crews came, and I believe the majority of them are on the scene, and there are also medical workers. There are teams in charge of the lighting, of the power, of the communication. So their work they're working tirelessly. And they've been working for probably over 24 hours. And again, I just want to say it's a tragic night, is an accident that we have to remember. But with all those rescue crews, they're here. They represent the hope, something we've all been digging for here, starting from yesterday after the accident happened. So we'll bring more information straight to you, and we'll closely monitor the information. This is Dai from CGTN, and we're having our live streaming here at the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. And again, we'll bring to you more fresh information as soon as they become available. So that'll do it for us. Please stay tuned, and goodbye.